Hello, I'm back again. Figured I might start by sort of the thoughts about death and so on. Just comment on what it's like to be staring at my image um, in my face and the way I move, watching it happen live. Some of the reason I don't really like video calls a lot of the time because it distracts me to sort of be monitoring my the way I'm framed in the camera and um, yeah, to some extent watching the other person, but mostly just feeling like I have to pay attention to the way I'm framing the camera and being distracted. It's one of the odd things is it's always interesting to seems to look better the more you come from above, like the angle like that. Actually, have looked it up. Yeah, like if I were to do that, hold it up, seems to look better. But I have propped up the computer on several books. Laws of Human Nature, Alan Moore's Watchmen, Life of Pi, and then actually five Xbox 360 video games for a slightly higher angle, so I don't have to hold the computer up. But yeah, just it's odd to be just looking at yourself, or at least myself. It's easier to have myself in my imagination. That's one of the reasons I don't like video calls as much. I prefer to have just voice calls where I can sort of lie on the bed in the dark, ideally, and close my eyes and be completely relaxed and nothing but my voice. It's kind of like doing mushrooms, and the ideal thing is lying completely in the dark under the covers, warm and fuzzy, and the more sensory distraction, visuals in particular, um, the more it sort of causes things to clang. Anyway, woke up feeling surprisingly good today. Long sleep. Dreams were related to death in an odd way, but strangely comforting. Hard to summarize. There was ocean or water, receding tides, some kind of house or houses, people being injured and dying, mostly like young people. But then an odd kind of mysterious transition to another realm, which seemed like the afterlife, where peace had settled over one particular young man, not me, but somebody else, but also other people still in some kind of house. It's interesting, the peaceful nature of the dreams. Usually, when I wake up feeling the best, it's when my dreams bless me with some kind of, you know, intimacy, sensual connection. Um, but that wasn't really the case last night. It was sad in a way. The dreams, can't really define it. Loss, but so I wouldn't have thought I would have woken up feeling great, but I woke up feeling incredibly comfortable. And as usual, even when I wake up feeling the best, it's not like I wake up uh, anxious to get out of bed and do things in the world. It's still, no matter how good I feel when I wake up, the external world out of bed seems mm, far away, uninteresting. Almost like not my realm or not the appropriate realm for things. At the very best, I just feel incredibly comfortable in bed and want to lie there comfortably or go back to the world of dreams. There's a funny meme that I saw a week or so ago playing the classic classic phrase. It said, "Don't give up on your dreams. Stay in bed. Stay asleep." Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But anyway, I got up. Didn't get out there and do stuff. I still should be out riding my bike, uh, running in the woods, confronting the sort of physical reality, uh, pain. Even one of the things about Death of Ivan Ilyich is that pain and physical discomfort is important for making peace with life. Makes me think of book version of Starship Troopers. Very different than the movie. The movie seems to be making fun of the book almost, but the book seems borderline fascist. But there's a point at which the young soldier has left boot camp, gone out to join the Space Marines, and has become a climbing officer. And he gets a message from his high school teacher who left the military because he was injured, he was a sergeant or something, and said something like, "Pain is no longer an obstacle because you have taken its measure." And that's one of the things that boot camp did. And I often feel like avoiding pain, avoiding discomfort is a detriment. Hiding with video games or chocolate or caffeine or even reading and writing. It's an avoiding of something important, even uncomfortable jobs, employment. But then there's just a kind of fragility and a lack of pride taken in being strong and facing pain and suffering and discomfort. After that, in the evening, turned out there was a Boston Celtics NBA Eastern Conference Finals games against the Miami Heat. Turned out we did have it on the TV. Mentioned it to my uncle, and a rare opportunity to watch a sporting event in the house since we don't have a really detailed program with the internet provider. Usually it's streaming stuff that's easily available. Sporting events, you have to pay extra expensive packages or go out to a restaurant or a bar. Game didn't go very well, but Mac makes really good popcorn. Lots of some salt and butter and nutritional yeast, very tasty. And a good conversation. It's much more enjoyable to watch sporting events with somebody. I find myself getting very conversational. Even without alcohol, it seems to bring out sort of comments and questions about statistics and the history of the game and the performance of the players and an exposure to the artistry of athleticism, which I don't usually anymore get exposed to. It sort of wakes up something primal in man as well, as I often think about the loss of communal hunting that men don't really get anymore, and how sports is sort of a surrogate for that. After the game, delayed showering and exercising, worried that it was too long after the good feeling and the chocolate and the green tea that I had, but showered and exercised, took a long walk through town, a little too hot and humid, so it was a little overheated, but got home, felt pretty good. Read a short chapter on Illinois in Sand County Almanac. It's processed it in the website that I processed it in. Now it's downloading to my computer, and I'll upload it to YouTube. And read some of the introduction to the Death of Ivan Ilyich. Pretty insightful. I don't think I read it when I read the book in college. Might write a short story or a blog post. Still haven't quite gotten around to writing the novel. But it should be the priority. Don't know if I'll get around to it tonight, but just keep at it as long as I'm getting something done. And some sense of loneliness, some talk with Hanan. Neither of us get to, hang out with each other. pregnant friend Karen down in Connecticut is still struggling somewhat with the first couple weeks and the bizarre hormones and appetite stuff. Wish I could do more for a lot of people, but getting out of the house and connecting, being sort of solitary as I am, it's hard to really get out there and really connect tight with people and have a real good opportunity to do good things with them by really feeling the human connection. But life's still going on, and yeah, that's about it for tonight. Hope you all are sleeping well or having a good day if you're on the other side of the world.